I head to the southeast of the island, to Marsa Scala. We are way off the tourist trail. The fabulous seafood restaurants found here are widely popular and a well-guarded secret.
Whoa, push on through. Whoa, Lord, I got to keep on moving. Lord, I got to get on.
I meet up with Anna Bianco. The Biancos have always lived in Marsa Scala, originally fishermen and now restaurant proprietors.
A Maltese woman would be a homemaker in the olden days, but now as things have evolved, women go out to work, so they keep up with both family and career. We are hard workers and thrive on the small island to keep things going, and I say we do it very well.
Marsa Scala's coastline is impressive, for all along the rocky shore you can find salt banks. Now Marsa Scala is traditionally a Genoese fishing village, originally.
Yes, my husband's family were local fishermen before the war, and a few fishermen families are left. I think of 2 or 3 fishermen families are left. They have their large boats and they go out and for the big fish, not just for the small ones.
So now it's mainly Marsa Schlock, which is the
more
working fishing
fisherman
village.
Area, fishing village. Yes, Marsa Schlock is the fishing village in Malta.
Okay. Now we're in tuna season.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But coming up, there's a season for a more traditional, the lampuki.
Yes. Tuna is very much liked by the Maltese. They love to buy it, especially even for barbecues now.
Yes.
They use it as a steak fish.
And there's a village festa every week.
All around the island.
Yeah.
Because the village festa start around mid-March.
So how long do they go on for? I thought it was the summer months. They start in March?
And then the last feast is on December 8th, which is in Cospicua. It's the feast of Our Lady. And then it's Christmas.
Which is another festa?
Which is another festa all over.
So you have as many feasts as you have churches?
Yeah. In some villages there are 2 patron saints. Either St. Joseph and St. Mary.
Now, one of your traditions when we're talking about food is rabbit.
Yes.
And you're going to take me to your house. You've kindly invited me and you're going to teach me how to make that, aren't you?
Yes, you're going to meet my husband now and my children. And my youngest son, he's studying to be a chef.
Today we're going to cook rabbit the Maltese way.
Hey!
Paul, thank you for inviting me into your home.
Yes.
And this is the traditional style of
Malta,
isn't it?
with tomato, so then we do spaghetti with it.
And Anna was telling me earlier that you're very lucky that you get people who come and bring you special rabbit that they've had free range.
Free range rabbit, not cages, like a pets. Like they use them.
They live in the garden.
And it's not like a factory. To be cooked ready about an hour. I brown it and pick it up and put it back in the pan, and it will be all together with the sauce, with the wine, with the juice and everything.
Right.
We pick up the rabbit.
Are you using all the parts of the rabbit?
Yes.
It's very tasty meat, and it's not used enough, I don't think.
Locally,
Here, obviously not in Malta.
Locally, yes, we use it a lot. It's one of our diet, I think. So we had to have a rabbit once a week or once.
Really? Is this something that you'd have more than chicken?
Our family, yes. We don't like chicken a lot. We like rabbit and meat.
I can understand. Chicken is very boring, and it's something that
even fish. Fish.
Nothing will beat fish.
Yeah.
So why is rabbit the national dish, Paul?
Cheap to hold
Of course,
rabbit.
cheap.
So that's cheap meat. because we used to import our beef. We had pig locally, but as a beef, mean a red meat, as pork is a white meat. We used to have rabbit. That's our tradition.
Paul, I understand we're eating the rabbit with pasta. Is that down to the Italian or Sicilian influence, or is pasta very big here in Malta?
We have some Italian and Sicilian influence in our food, but
One thing was because in the olden days the families used to be very large, so a little bit of rabbit had to go a long way. So
Of
they
course, I like the
used
same,
pasta
yeah.
with the sauce and
fill up.
Maltese bread to fill up, and then obviously the meat as well. A traditional way of cooking pasta, it's called imqarrun il-forn. It's macaroni in the oven baked.
This I
Macaroni.
wanted to ask, because
Yes.
there's a traditional family recipe in my family,
A timpana, like a timpana.
which we call fideo maltese in our family. So we call it Maltese pasta.
Yes, basically.
And it's macaroni.
Yes, you cook the boil the macaroni
Yeah.
and make a sauce with meat.
We use pork.
Some people use pork, some people prefer minced beef. It depends on
Okay,
what you prefer.
we use it with pork, and it's normally the leftover pork from Christmas.
Oh.
So from the big pork leg, and then it's all shredded. Do you add eggs?
And yes, and then we mix eggs. You mix the pasta with the sauce.
Yes.
Then you add eggs to it and some cheese, grated cheese. Some people even enclose it in a casing of pastry.
That's got to be very filling.
then I would put the potatoes on it, put some more puree, some juice. No, carrots has been there already. Yeah, and some stock of the juice.
This stock is very, very special.
Yeah.
I really can't stress enough, because unfortunately you can't smell this. It smells incredible as it is, but there's a stock which Paul has shown me which takes 48 hours to prepare, and that smells like nothing I've ever smelled before.
It goes with all the meat, red meat, and it makes the flavor. If you have a smell in it, it's local white herbs.
You got thyme, marjoram, sage, parsley, and oregano.
It's going to be about an hour, and it'll be ready to eat.
So you're Italy supporters?
Yes,
Yes, we
Juventus,
are.
yes.
Juventus. It's very interesting, because half the island supports England and the
Yeah.
other half support Italy.
Yes, it
Yes.
is. It is.
You Italy or England?
Ironically, I support France.
Ah, okay. But you're a little bit an exception to the rule, because
Yes,
generally
yes,
the
yes,
island have
yes.
seen England
English
flags,
and
or
yes,
flags,
yes,
and then
yes,
Italy
yes.
flag. Okay, a little question.
Yes.
How do you rate the Maltese football?
Look, as a Maltese football, we're only 250,000.
No idea why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain now.
Yeah. Because we are so small, the population is so small.
No, of course
like
not. You
you know,
don't have
we've got the sports people. We've got athletes. We've
Which
got
were much
water
better,
polo.
We're much better in swimming and
you've
water
got-
polo and rugby rather than football as a whole.
Well, the reason I'm asking you about the Malta, you don't realise, or why I'm teasing you,
Yes.
is because a few weeks ago we had in Gibraltar, well, it was actually in Faro. Gibraltar's recently been accepted into the UEFA. We've been fighting for years and years to get in, and it's been blocked, but we got in last year. And we had an international friendly against Malta a couple of weeks ago, and we beat you. It was Gibraltar. We're very proud, because it was Gibraltar's first ever win.
Yeah.
Our first UEFA win.
What was the score?
It was 1-0.
1-0.
It wasn't a disgrace. It wasn't an annihilation. But it was our first win.
Have a taste.
Oh, this is very exciting.
Remember, it's hot. Right? It's good?
It's delicious.
Good. So, I'm gonna put the pasta.
Thank you very much for inviting me into your home.
Salasan. If you
Talasan.
say the honey rings.
The honey
it's,
rings, yeah, I think that's going to be easy.
I think,
And is this the type of thing you can buy in a shop or again from a festa?
But no, not from the festas, from the shops.
When discovering new places, it's essential to learn as much as possible from the locals. Without this inside information, the true essence of a country can be missed.
Oh, so the temples and the Blue Grotto the same day?
Grotto, yes. I think it will be easy to combine, so you won't have to come over to this area another time.
Yeah.
Write it down. Ramla il-Hamra, so you'll know.
Ramla
Il-I-L.
Hamra.
H-A-M-R-A.
Okay.
Malta is a deeply religious country. You could visit a different church on each day of the year and still not see them all. And the church's influence is manifest in all aspects of Maltese life, from the large families to the lack of divorce. Divorce was only accepted here 2 years ago. But if there was a second religion, I think it's safe to say that it's football. World Cup fever has impregnated this island, and Paolo takes me to his local pub in Vittoriosa to watch Italy play.
Cesare Prandelli knows that his team have just lost the plot for the last 5 minutes. I think they had a very set plan how to, at the very least, draw this game.
The result may not have been what Paolo had wished for, but my first day in Malta did not disappoint.